Welcome back to the channel. Well, we're travelling back from Matheson's Classic Car Auctions in Thornton le Dale, and unfortunately the battery low voltage or low charge light came on the vehicle. Obviously initially I pulled into a lay-by just to make sure that the belt was still attached. Went underneath the vehicle, the belt is attached, so that's one good thing. The alternator cables were still attached, and I followed the cables back, and from what I could initially see, everything was still okay. So started it up again, carried on our travels, and the undercharged light was still coming on, so I put a voltmeter on it, and yeah, 27.1, so she's definitely undercharging. So the first things to check today is I'll test the batteries, make sure that I haven't got a dead cell on the battery, and then I shall pop the cab over and check anything from up top. But I've looked at the spares that I carry. It turns out I have got an alternator, which I'm now going to fish out, and we'll see where we go from here. Speak to you soon. Okay, just gained access to the batteries. These are both second-hand batteries, and they've been on here a year and a half as well, so it's possible that a battery could be have dropped a cell or something. But as you can see, this one's reading 12.58, which is fine. And come on, in you go. And the other battery is reading 12.61, so they're well balanced, and it's not showing any signs of a cell being gone. So the next job, check my list, make sure I've got an alternator. I'll show you that now. Okay, this is my list of spare parts that I carried on the vehicle, and it looks like I've got an alternator. So the next job is check it physically is there. Okay, this is the locker that I carry my spares in. As you can see, jet leads, always a good thing. A couple of bolt jacks. Here's some more jump leads. Okay, handles for jacks. Handle stands, always a good thing. Alright, that's a steering arm with UJs. Don't need that bit. Now, where's the alternator going to be? Ooh. I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, so it looks like I've got an alternator. So, can only hope it's the same. Let's pop that down for a minute. Now, as you can see, I've got a spare start motor. I've got clutch centre bearing things, and like wheel nuts. I've got all sorts. Alright, next job, clear the cab out and get the cab ready for tipping over. Okay, that's the cab over. Luckily nothing's fell out and smashed the windscreen. And this will now give me access to take the belt off, take the alternator off. I've already dropped the power. Let's get around here. So there's the alternator there. And when I take the belt off, I shall check the idler, which is there. Make sure we've got no bearing issues, and we'll see where we go from there. Back to you shortly. Okay, so alternator is out. A couple of things to note. I'll squeeze my arse in here. Okay, there's a cable down there. That doesn't seem to be connected to anything. No, that's a cable holder, just underneath it. So I presume that that is an earth. That probably goes on there. So we'll put that back on. Also, the belt showing signs of age, so we'll change that. And if you listen carefully, that's the idler tensioner, and it's a bit noisy, so we'll change that. Right, also just checked the alternators for physical size and mounting points, and they're both the same, except there's a larger pulley on the new alternator, so I should be taking the smaller pulley off and putting it on there. Then I'll order up a couple of extra bits, pull the fan off so I can get to the belt. Once I get the belt off, I'll pull the idler off, and should be all good. Okay, so that's fan off the viscous hub, so that I could get the belt off, new belt on, fan re-bolted. Okay, that's the alternator on, wired, plugged in, fan reconnected, tensioner in, and bolt on. Right, that's the intercoolers reconnected, intercooler pipes. Drop the cab down shortly, start her up, should be all good. Okay, so that's the cab down, tested, put it in 28 volts, all good. Could have been the idler tensioner, which was stuck when I first moved it, so it might have been slipping. And the bearings were also a bit shot on it, so it's now got new ones on, and the belt was a bit aged and thin anyway, so good result all in. Obviously I haven't paid for the alternator, but 70 quid for the tensioner and belt, so nice easy job. I'm going to send the alternator off for a check and a repair. Might just need probably new bushes and regulator, and that'll be a spare again. So that's it for this time. Hope it might have been of some use for you, and we'll see you next time.